Hi, I'm Kenny Joya. Welcome to another one of my tutorials. In this video, I'm going to show you the Slate Drums Free Virtual Instrument plugin in Reaper. So in this tutorial, I want to show you another one of my favorite free drum software plugins called Slate Drums 5.5 Free, or simply SSD 5.5 Free, which works with both Windows and Mac. So if we go to the Slate Drums website, it should look like this. We can go over here to the Products tab and choose SSD 5.5 Free, which opens up this page. Click this button, and we can set up a new account over here, or if we already have one, just log in over here. Then we can go over here and choose SSD 5.5, then choose the installer we need, either for Mac or Windows. That's going to install the application that we could open up right here called the Slate Audio Center. Then we'll choose SSD 5.5 and install it over here. And we're done, we could open up Reaper. So let's go over here and right click and choose Insert Virtual Instrument on New Track, which opens up the effects browser. Then we go to the instruments and find the plugin SSD Sampler 5. Double click it. Then Reaper asks us if we want to create routing to send each drum to different tracks. But for this video, we'll keep it simple and keep it all on one track. So that's going to create a new track with the MIDI setup, already in record, with a plugin on that track. But if we notice, none of the drums make a sound, because we first have to load some kits. And if we go up here, we can see that there's 3 included drum kits. The first one is a very dry, tight kit. We can double click it to load it, and it sounds like this. So that's the dry and tight kit. The second one sounds a bit bigger. And the third one sounds the biggest. And to keep it simple, let's just use this one. Although we could also use our own drum samples if we want. Let's just use these ones. Now this could all be triggered with our USB MIDI keyboard, with different variables for each key. Notice when we trigger the snare or kick, it's using many different samples at different velocities to sound more realistic. It's even noticeable with the kick drum if you're playing a double bass part. So let's record a quick drum part. Let's delete that and go back to the plugin. Now we could dig in much deeper to tweak our drum kit. We can go to the Edit tab and adjust all these parameters for each drum. We could adjust each microphone, the routing, the volume of each microphone, the articulation, the tuning, and even the velocity, dynamics, along with the envelope of each drum. So we can change the tuning of our snare right here. Let's make it higher, or put it back. Notice right here, we can bring up the ring of our snare, or remove it completely. And adjust the volume or pan on each mic. On a per drum basis. Now we can also adjust the mixer in this plugin, adjusting each mic, including the overheads and rooms. And we could set up 32 outputs to go to different tracks within Reaper. And we could also adjust the mapping to decide which key triggers which drum, either by typing it in over here or by using MIDI Learn. We can hit a key on a MIDI keyboard to decide which one is going to trigger which drum. But the most useful part of this plugin is all the included grooves. And we can choose between jazz, pop, R&B, and rock. Let's hear some jazz ones, jazz straight. We can go down here and turn on autoplay, and it'll play the groove just by clicking it. And we can see all the grooves are listed under song parts, making it easy to use in a song. And there's completely different ones for pop, R&B, and rock, for a bunch of different tempos as well, that'll go with on many song parts. And it also has this nice feature called Follow Host, which will allow us to preview the grooves in our project without having to drag them in, like this. Just choose them like this, and we can hear them with the project. So that's the Follow Host feature. And over here, we can change the dynamics of our grooves. We can make it sound like they're played softer or harder. And that'll work with any of our grooves. And in addition to the dynamics, we can adjust the rate or how fast they play. So single speed will play like this. Let's have it follow the host. And half speed will sound like this. And double speed will sound like this. So let's put it back to normal. Let's close the plugin. Let's move the piano over to make room for a drum fill. Open the plugin back up. And let's create a full song using all the grooves in this plugin. Let's drag this drum fill in and put it before the piano. Then let's grab this verse beat and put it right after it. And let's cut the end of this off by a bar to make room for a fill. And let's put this fill in its place. And now let's grab another verse groove. Drag this one in. And let's split it and delete this piece to make room for a fill. Let's drag this one in. Let's find a chorus groove to go next. Let's drag this one in. Again, we'll shorten this one to make room for a fill. Let's drag this one in. And let's find an outro groove. Drag this one in. Trim this back to make room for a fill. Let's choose this one. Drag it in. Close the plugin. And now we're ready to get the whole thing back. So that's pretty much it. That's the Steven Slate Drums 5.5 free virtual instrument plugin in Reaper. Hope you learned something, hope you can use it, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.
Bye.